Hey, what's going on, YouTube? How are you? Hiker Dave here. Thanks for coming by. I want to talk about something about theories. I got a lot of comments on the theories of Mr. Christopher Noel and his channel, Impossible Visits. I welcome all theories. I soak them up like a sponge. I think it does nothing but help in trying to understand Bigfoot. Any theory that can come my way, I take it in and I process it, and then I decide whether it makes sense to me or if it's possible or not. So when I say that I'm behind this theory or that theory, it doesn't mean that I am going to abandon all other theories I've ever had, and I'm just going to put all my eggs in one basket on just a certain theory. And I think that's a good practice, I think, for anybody, that when something as unknown as Bigfoot, a subject like this, why not take in everything and look at this whole subject from all different angles and cover it from every angle possible. So when I hear a theory that is interesting to me, I kind of clamp onto it for a little bit, and I try to use those theories out in the field when I'm out and I think of stuff like that. And I try to match the patterns I see out in the forest with theories that I have in my mind. And some theories make sense and some theories don't. But in the end, I accept all theories, and I think that we all should do the same. I'm not saying at all that Mr. Christopher Noel's theories are fact, because we don't have that ability to say anything about Sasquatch as fact. But I think I find it interesting and compelling, and his theories explain some things, you know, of how far and distant they seem to us, and yet seem to be close. I believe that they stay close to us. That, you know, that old saying, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. And I'm not saying that we may be an enemy to Bigfoot, but we are something, we're their biggest threat. I believe that. I think we all can agree on that. Humans are the biggest threat to Bigfoot. So a theory that I've been thinking about a lot lately, and I made a video touching on this subject a while back, about, are we getting too close? Or are we intruding? I think that the possibility is pretty strong that we are kind of poking the bear, or I am, by going out into Sasquatch areas, or what I believe to be Sasquatch, traveled through areas that we might be maybe waking a sleeping giant, so to speak, or you know, you don't tug on Superman's cape or whatever. I think you understand what I'm trying to say, that I think there's a possibility that there's been an explosion of popularity when it comes to Bigfoot. And now that a lot of us have seen how easy it is to go out into the forest, into these state forests and national forests, state parks, and find evidence that Sasquatch has traveled through that area, or potentially is currently in an area. And I often worry that the possibility of us being too intrusive, I guess is a word I'd like to use, too intrusive to that species, is a strong possibility. I think that maybe I'm not going to stop what I'm doing, because I love to hike. I'm a hiker. I love being out in the woods, and looking for Bigfoot sign or Sasquatch sign is now embedded and burnt and seared into my brain, and I cannot unsee what I've seen. But I almost feel like I'd like to stay a certain distance away and I don't want to bug them. I don't want to become a thorn in their side. I don't want any other researcher or someone who's out there looking for sign to kind of be poking and prodding and hey, where are you? Hey, look at me, I'm over here. You know, I think that if myself, and I'm speaking of myself, I'd like to keep the distance I've had because I've never seen one. I feel I've been close. I think they've been around me, followed me, and watched me, and I think I've had maybe a pine cone thrown at me here and there, and some growls and stomps and stuff like that. But that, you know, like the growl, for instance, I've heard a couple times, and that is almost like a get away from me type thing. That's not a happy to see me growl, you know. That's my opinion, but I just wanted to put that out there about theories on, I think, in general, take in all theories. Why not look at it from all different angles? I think that's healthy. I think that's how it should be done. And for Mr. Christopher Noel's theories, I love them. I think they're great. I don't know them to be fact. Neither does he. Nobody does. But, you know, I enjoy my time out there no matter what. And I take in all kinds of ideas and theories. And I fear maybe we're getting too close and we're going to bug them a little too much where somebody might get hurt. I certainly hope not. Thank you so much for coming by on this short video. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on the next one.